Hi, I'm Lonnie Cook with Gray Powder Technologies, and we manufacture a Packset testing apparatus, which you see in front of me here. And I'm going to go over the parts to start with. In the box that we make, we put a timer and a voltmeter and a variable power source. And coming out of the box, there's a little hole. We have two plugs. We have one plug that goes into the electricity outlet, and the other one is an open plug that you're going to plug the vibrating table in, which is this apparatus. And then you have the roto tester, and it plugs in separately to the power outlet. And you have a flask and a cork, and that should come with a complete set. And I'm going to demonstrate how to set the machine up to start with, and then I'm going to run through a sample and show you how to run the test. In the instructions is a procedure to do the calibration, and it's a kind of a sequential calibration. You're going to start at a midpoint around 50 volts, and you're going to test a sample of your cement, and you're going to record the reading that you get off the roto tester after you vibrate the sample, and then you're going to increase the volts by 2. So you would start with 50, then you go to 52, you run the test, record that number, and you keep going in 2 volt increments until you see the Packset not change or decrease. It should be getting higher numbers, and then it's going to level off. And once you get that leveling off, then you're going to go back to the previous voltage, and that is your calibration voltage. And I'm not going to go through that procedure here because it takes a little while. So I'm just going to run this test at 50 volts. And that may not be the actual number that you get in your calibration. You're going to weigh up a sample of 100 grams of your cement for a typical type 1 cement. If you have a high fineness cement, like in the US we have a type 3 cement that's very high fineness, you want to use 90 grams of cement. But for this test we're going to use 100 grams. You're going to put the cork on, you're going to rotate it approximately 10 to 20 revolutions, and this is explained in the ASTM procedure. And this is just to kind of de-agglomerate it and mix it up. And the other way that a lot of people do it, the test is run at 15 seconds. Sometimes you just turn the timer all the way on and do the mixing deglomeration for that full time that the timer's running. And that kind of gives you an idea how long you need to do it. And once you get that done, you just kind of center it. Set it on the vibrating table, and then you're going to have the vibrating table is always set at the maximum setting, which is 100, and you're going to do all the control through this. So once you get it calibrated, you're not going to change that. So you're going to turn the timer at 15 seconds. Take the sample off, and you're going to hold it very carefully so you don't jar the sample. You're going to turn it sideways, and you're going to put it into the roto tester. And there's a little roller here that's, you can see it's already fell over, that you can adjust to get this in there, and you can tighten it here. And then there's on the cord there's an on-off switch, and there's a timer up here, a counter, and once it falls over, you're going to record that number. This is a 4, although it already fell over. It just tells me that we don't have a high enough voltage for this particular material here. So you can reset the timer. Counter, I call it a timer, it's a counter. I'm going to turn this voltage up a little bit. and I'm going to just redo it here. Okay, so anyway, you get the general idea. And once you record the number where the cement falls over, you're going to do that procedure 5 times, going through the deagglomeration, the vibration, and the rotation, and you're going to take the average of those 5 results, and that is called your Packset index. That's it.